Hello everyone, this is Dongjoo from Ericsson. I will explain the first status of 5G and AI prepared for the manufacturing at the factory. Ericsson-LG is a joint venture between Ericsson and LG Electronics in Korea. Ericsson is one of the leading companies for the 5G and mobile communication and network product. We provide the capability to connect everything in the field, including the manufacturing area. When it is applied for the field, especially for the manufacturing, AI is frequently combined with these 5G systems. In this presentation, I will explain the current status and the application areas of the 5G combined with the AI for the manufacturing. To support varieties of the requirement from the industries, 5G prepares a large number of technologies with different characteristics. We, Ericsson, made 4 categories of these large number of technologies into. First one is massive IoT technology. Massive IoT technology can support these kinds of use cases, such as smart metering that measures electricity consumption using the sensors, and asset management, the tracking of the asset, the position, and status of the asset with the temperature, pressure, and so on. And the fleet management, when the goods are delivered to the customers, the position of the delivery can be monitored, and a whole number of products, goods can be wholly monitored and managed. To support these kinds of use cases from different kinds of industries, 5G equipped with the technology of NB-IoT and Category M1. These 2 technologies are already commercialized in more than 70 countries in the world. This technology has a characteristic of a very low price of the device because the technologies applied for this technology is a very simple architecture, so the device complexity can be reduced down, so the price can be reduced down too. And the battery life of the device can be extended more than 10 years with the efficient energy consumption from this technology can provide the extended life cycle of the battery. And when the sensors are distributed in a limited area, a large number of sensors must be supported by the 5G network. So a large number of connections can be provided with this kind of technology. The next category is broadband IoT. It is very similar to the smartphone usage. We often watching the videos with the smartphone. When we watch the videos, we need high speed of video transmission, and from the perspective of the operator, the network must provide a high throughput, and low latency is required, some kind of low latency, and large data volume must be provided by the network. Generally, LTE can provide these kind of characteristics, but enhance the technology of the mobile technology. 5G with the NR technology can provide a higher throughput and a lower latency, and a more larger data volume can be provided. And the third category is critical IoT. It is a newly debuted with the 5G technology that can provide a very low latency and a very high reliability of characteristics. It can be utilized for the automotive CITS cases to provide the safety during the automotive related services. The reliability is a very important factor. And for the prompt reaction to the event, very low latency is essential for the implementation of the services. So we, 5G, prepared the low latency technologies and the high reliability technologies to support this kind of use cases. In factory, robot and automated machine will need this kind of technologies to improve the communication efficiency and to provide reliable communication between things. The fourth and the last category is the industrial automation IoT. That means when we come to the factory, we found there are industrial Ethernet type of wireline communication technology were already applied for the communication between things in the factory. This industrial communication technology has a characteristic of the determinist communication. Determinist communication means the packets transmitted to the destination must be delivered to the destination within a defined time limit. So this kind of deterministic network was not required for the communication between people. So we developed a new kind of technology to support this kind of deterministic network characteristics. These are recently standardized by the 3GPP, and it will be provided very soon. These characteristics are provided by the 5G and Iot technologies, and in addition to the deterministic network, precise indoor positioning, especially for the factory things communication, were prepared, and it will be commercialized very soon. These four categories of technologies will be applied for the factory. This is an example of these four kinds of technologies were applied for the smart factory. The components for the conveyor belts are monitored by the MBIoT and category M1 technologies. That is marked with the blue color. Inventory management, tracking, and logistics of the goods and components were managed by the technology of massive IoT technologies. And communication between people and between things can be provided with a video and voice and so on, and is provided by the broadband IoT. In addition to these kind of existing communication method, AR, VR, this kind of new media communication were used for the communications in the factory. So these new media communication types can be provided by the broadband IoT. And AGV and robots are provided by the critical IoT technologies of 5G. So we can control timely manner and reliably the operations of the AGV and robots in the factory. And existing wireline, such as industrial critical IoT technology were applied for the replacing the wireline technology with the wireless technology. These different kinds of categories of technologies were combined to cooperate to make a single harmonized manufacturing processes in a single factory. These different characteristics of the technologies can be provided by the single technology of 5G. Now I want to mention about the combination of 5G and AI technologies. More than 100 of 5G application to the industries, we found that AI is very essential for the increasing the efficiency and of the digitalization. I recognize the 5G and AI integration areas. That means the AI application areas of 5G manufacturing into 4 areas. First one is industry application. That means business support area and big data management area. When 5G is applied to the manufacturing, AI can be applied. Next one is the IoT management. 5G is prepared for the communication between things. Large number of things must be connected by 5G network. These things they have their own characteristics. Sometimes it needs critical IoT characteristics, and sometimes it needs massive IoT technologies. So these different kinds of devices must be managed by the network, and proper performance must be provided to these devices. For the purpose, device management and the QoS management functionalities must be equipped by the 5G technology. And when the 5G is combined with the AI technology, then these management can be efficiently implemented. The next one is the network operation. Our network 5G is more complex compared to the existing 4G network because every industry has their own requirements. To meet their requirements efficiently, the network sometimes it must be small, sometimes it must be a large area coverage, and sometimes it is a combined of these things. And different technologies, different kinds of technologies, such as 4 categories of technology, must be combined to meet the requirements from the industry. In this case, the network will be more complex. So to manage these networks to meet the requirements from the industry, we need automated network management, automated network operations must be equipped. During this kind of management and operation, AI feels that it is a good solution to make the network operation and management automated. The last application area is the RAN algorithm development. Until now, we based on the probability theories. We developed our own modem technologies to make wireless communication. When AI technology is applied during the development of the algorithms of the modem, such as MIMO, small cell. Small cell means that sometimes it is small, but sometimes it is very large, and the mixture of these size of the network, different kinds of technologies will be applied to the implementation. And millimeter wave, recently wireless mobile communication technologies going to the more higher frequency areas. that has very complex characteristics. To cope with this kind of complex architectural technologies, AI can provide an efficient way to implement the cutting-edge technologies of the radio communication algorithms. Intelligent digital assistant. It is a kind of SKT developed use cases in the factory that AR equipped tablet PC is used for the capturing the object detection, such as machine, automatic machine. Then these images were transferred to the AI-based cloud. Then the AI analyzes the images and what the machine is and their usages and their status and their operations will be analyzed by the AI, and some kind of reactions such as maintaining actions or correcting the errors. These kind of actions will be provided by the AI-based rules. Other AI examples that are business consulting through AI-based analytics. When the operators have to support different kinds of industries, their business and their contracts with customers becomes more complex. So some kind of business analysis is required with automation. During this kind of business consulting, business analysis, AI technologies can be applied. Other areas that are IoT management. I mentioned about a large number of IoT devices must be supported from the 5G. And IoT devices that has their own characteristics. When we applying the 5G technology to the IoT management, we recognize the 4 different kinds of problems. Volume changes, intelligence challenges, and interoperability challenges, and privacy challenges. So to cope with these kind of challenges, we found that machine intelligence, AI technologies are required. And right side of the figure shows a mechanism when the AI is applied for the IoT management. And other AI examples that are network itself is AI help. We recognize domains of AI application in 3: network design, network optimization, and RAN algorithms. The deployment parameters and network hyperparameters and L1, L3 algorithms. These parts are candidates for the AI technologies, and Ericsson is undergoing the AI application to these areas. Right side of the figure shows some kind of simulation results that different areas of technologies, the performance can be increased with the help of AI technology. Until now, I explained the AI application areas of 5G factory manufacturing, and last part will be devoted for the examples of 5G application to the factory. First one is the Mercedes-Benz car manufacturing factory that called as Factory 56. We provide the 5G solution to Mercedes-Benz S-Class and electric vehicle manufacturing processes with the 5G technology under the collaboration with Telefonica, Germany. These solutions provided to the Benz factory consists with a data center with a very small size of core network systems and small size of access-based stations. Explained about the current status of cellular IoT of 5G that prepared to cope with the different kinds of requirements from the various kind of industries. And when we applying these kind of technologies to the industry, such as manufacturing cases, there are 4 kinds of different areas of AI application areas. Industrial level of application, IoT level of application, network optimization level of application, and radio network algorithm development level of application. I think we are ready to support different kinds of industries, especially the manufacturing factory. So combining with the 5G technology with AI, I expect some kind of digitalization can be happen in the manufacturing processes in the world. Thank you for your listening.